Hello, I'm John Wright, the band director at Northwood Temple Academy. I wanted to give you a first lesson on how to play a basic drum pattern in 4/4 time, just a basic rock pattern. And to do this, we're going to get our feet established on the pedals. Our foot pedal is on the bass drum is going to be to where it's just sitting right there toward the front of the pedal, not back here to where the pedal flails. You want it to be solid. When you play it, boom, you want that bass drum pedal to pop against the batter head of the bass drum so that it doesn't wiggle or anything like that. Then on the hi-hat, you don't want your hi-hat to be open. Like this is my hi-hat pedal over here. You want it to where this foot is locked down and that hi-hat is closed shut if you're playing a real acoustic set. This is just an electronic set. I like it because it's easier on my ears. And it's better for my neighbors too. So my foot's all the way down so that I don't have an open sound, but I have a closed sound. And this is my hi-hat pad that I'm using. So this is my hi-hat, the snare, and the bass. And that's all we'll need for right now. These are three elements. And you can also make yourself a little drum set out of just stomping your foot on the floor, making one set of books this high and another set of books this high for your snare drum and hi-hat. And you can practice this that I'm about to show you just anywhere that you can create that little practice drum set of yours. So we're going to start off on the hi-hat playing eighth notes. Eighth notes are divided so that you can play 8 of them in one measure, like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's eighth notes in that one measure. They're called eighth notes. So we're going to start off on the hi-hat and we're going to sing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You'll notice that when I strike the hi-hat, it's going to bounce up and pop the stick back up against my fingers. You want this to be kind of just a finger action. Nice and relaxed. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And while you're doing this, you want to start singing the bass drum part. If you can say it, you can play it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2. Then we're going to sing it or say it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. You can feel the accent boom in your hand. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Then you play it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Now it's time to add the snare drum by saying it first. So we'll go boom, tap, boom, boom, tap. And you may want to just practice doing just the bass drum and the snare drum. You have to break things apart that way to get that coordination going. Boom, tap, boom, boom, tap. Boom, tap, boom, boom, tap. Make sure that if you're right-handed, that you've got the right hand playing the hi-hat and the left hand playing the snare. If you're left-handed, you would just reverse your drum set to set it up for yourself that way. But we're going to start off again with a hi-hat, and we're going to start saying things, and then we're going to start playing things. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Then you play it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Then we'll sing the snare drum. Tap, boom, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, boom. Then you play it. Boom, tap, boom, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, boom, tap, boom, tap, boom, boom. Now, at the end of what you want to get into next is keeping track of how many measures you've played. Like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Measure 2, 2, 3. Measure 3, 2, 3. Measure 4, 2, ba-da-da, 1. And that 1, that crash cymbal, becomes one of the next 4-bar phrase. Because usually in music, you'll have 4-bar phrases or 4 measures, and then there's kind of just, it's like a sentence that you say. And at the end of that, you need to have a little period. And you know, normally when you play a crash cymbal, it's nice to accompany it with a bass drum kick, like, and it gives a nice, you got a low sound coming at you, you've got a high sound coming at you. It's a nice wall of sound that's a little bit more powerful than just a cymbal by itself. So you want to keep track of how many measures you've played, and when you get to the end of the 4th measure, 4, 2, ba-da-ba, biggie, don't crash. So let's try that now. We're going to do a 4-bar phrase, and at the end of it, and I'm just making up a fill, like a drum fill is what you fill up the end of the last measure with. You do some nice little drum work to kind of lead you into the next little sentence that you're going to say. So we'll count up with 4 measures, and at the end of it, I'll add this little drum fill. And the one I'm just making up now is ba-da-ba, biggie-dop, crash. And that's 1, 2, ba-da-dot, biggie-dump, crash. You can make up anything. You could go, but you could take up the whole measure or just the last measure or just do just a crash and a bass drum kick to start off the next measure and not even do a fill. The sky's the limit. You could do whatever you want to do. So let's start off with a 4-measure phrase. We're going to start off. I'm just going to go right into it so we won't so you won't be confused with where I'm at. Ready and 1, 2, and 3. Measure 2. Measure 3. Measure 4, 2, ba-da-ba, 1. We start it over. Measure 2. Measure 3. Measure 4. 1. Measure 2. Measure 3. Measure 4. 2. Ba-da-ba, biggie, don't crash. You see how that works? So that's a basic rock pattern on the drum set in 4/4 time signature using eighth notes. I hope you'll check in with the next lesson where I show how to do the same pattern using just quarter notes on the hi-hat. But that's another lesson.